Members of the man who shot and killed an NYPD sergeant Friday are blaming the justice system for his death. And tonight there was a tribute for Sergeant Paul Tuzzulo outside the 43rd Precinct Station House where he worked. TV 1055's Jessica Layton is live in the Sound News section of the Bronx with new information. Jessica.
Dick, more than 500 people gathered here in grief tonight to remember that NYPD sergeant killed in the line of duty on Friday. Some of the mourners you can see still here outside this memorial that's been growing all day long. You can see balloons, flowers, even cards from local kids, a tribute to a man who lived for his family and died protecting this city. Candles light up the darkness outside the 43rd Precinct in the Bronx, where Sergeant Paul Tuzzulo spent a decade of his 19 years with the NYPD. But there's no overcoming the sadness of losing a colleague.
And in the final moments of his life, he was, dedicated to saving someone else.
It's a reality recognized and pain felt by hundreds in this community, many of whom showed support by bringing flowers, even food, to officers at the vigil.
Very, very difficult, but we had to be here for him and for everybody else.
It's real tough. It's, lost an innocent life for no reason.
Sergeant Tuzzulo was killed Friday responding to a robbery call in the Van Nest section of the Bronx. 35-year-old Manuel Rosales had 17 prior arrests before he opened fire from his SUV, murdering this husband and father of 2 young boys and injuring Sergeant Emmanuel Quo. Over the weekend, the estranged wife of Rosales said she was sick to her stomach over the incident, but in a Facebook post, she also blasted some Suffolk County officials. Quote, "If anyone is truly to blame for this tragedy, I blame Suffolk County District Court and the judge who let him walk out of there knowing he was in mental distress, knowing he needed immediate psychiatric care." Back at the vigil, the notion that Rosales should have never been on the street was a concern. Tuzzulo's colleagues say they plan to take up at another time. For now, they're focused on the late sergeant's wife and his children.
When the dust settles and we deal with Paul's family, we'll take a better look at what took place with his killer.
Calling hours for Sergeant Paul Tuzzulo are Wednesday in Bethpage. His funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. at St. Rose of Lima Church in Massapequa. We're live in the Sound News section of the Bronx tonight. Jessica Layton, TV 1055.
Jessica, thank you.